Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Danu Bananu and today I'm going to be talking about how to kick bad habits and integrate new and healthy habits into your life. So let's get to it. Yeah, I don't know, something transition. Hello. Disclaimer, I am no expert, I am no specialist in this subject or anything. This is my humble opinion and this is from my own experience and my own practice and my own life, so don't take this too personally or too seriously. It's just my opinion. You can do this, you cannot do this, so do with this video whatever you want. Just don't dislike it if you don't mind. So the first step is identifying your bad habits. You have to be aware of them and you have to be willing to change them. And at the same time, you also have to figure out exactly what new healthy habits you want to integrate in your lifestyle. Once you've done that, you can move on to the next step, which is begin the transition. So there's two different ways of doing it. You can either do it as a slow transitioning out of your bad habits and into your healthy habits, or you can just go cold turkey and just cut them off and stop doing all the things you consider unhealthy in your life and then just implement these new habits just like immediately. I wouldn't recommend doing it this way just because I feel like that would give the result would be short term, and I feel like if you're trying to integrate healthy habits into your life, it's probably because you want to do this for the rest of your life. So I'd recommend going slowly with it. The third step, which is also a preliminary step before actually diving into the whole changing your ways, is your approach. It's very important to decide again what approach you want to give this. You can either have a positive approach, which is you're imagining an abundance of new and healthy habits coming into your life. So you're saying, I am now going to have a healthier lifestyle, I'm going to feel better with myself, I'm going to be happier in myself, and I'm going to be doing all these things that make me feel good about myself. Or you can have the negative approach, which is I am censoring myself, I'm limiting myself, I'm restricting myself, I can't do all these things that I enjoy doing and that give me pleasure, even if it may be a guilty pleasure. So if you have a healthy, positive mindset, then it'll be much easier to truly stick to your new habits. But if you have this negative mindset, it'll probably be very much harder for you to actually develop them, and there'll be way more resistance to the new habits, basically. So step 4 is feel the resistance. Regardless of your approach, you're going to feel resistance unless you're some superhuman who just can pick up any good habit in no time and feel fine about it. Us mere humans will probably feel some resistance. It's hard to give up guilty pleasures, and it's hard to give up things you're accustomed to doing and things you use to disconnect, or usually it's things like that we use to make ourselves feel better, but they don't really end up making us feel better, so we're trying to change that. And then you'll also probably feel resistance to developing these new habits and actually doing them. I'm going to show you a few ways to push through this resistance without denying it, without blocking it, without resisting it, just pushing through gently and with perseverance. One of the ways to push through this resistance is conscious choosing. So consciously choosing the moments in when you practice your bad habits. So for example, watching the TV. I'm very guilty of this. I watch a lot of TV. It's not very healthy. I would much rather be reading a book or doing other things that make me feel fulfilled afterwards and don't leave me with this empty feeling of I've wasted my time and I've wasted my day and what the fuck have I done with my day. So I don't like this feeling, and probably for a lot of people who watch a lot of TV or YouTube videos or whatever it is, you feel the same. So it's important that every time you pick up the remote control or you pick up your phone to watch a YouTube video, you pick up your gaming console thing, then you choose consciously to do or to not do what you're about to do. So another way is to put little reminders that will help you remember to, you know, maybe like watch less TV, or something like if you're picking up the remote and you find it hard to like be aware of when you're doing it, then you can like write a little post-it note on it and say, like, are you going to do this? Or like, are you going to choose to do this? Whatever stimulates you and whatever like makes you think, I don't know if I should do this. You know, anything that can get you reflecting about your actions and make you conscious of what you're doing. So another way to kick a bad habit is limiting the time you allow yourself to use it. So if it's something that you really want to do and you really find it very hard to stop, rather than just saying, okay, I can't watch any TV for a whole month, say I will only watch this amount of hours of TV in the week, or I'll watch this so many minutes each day, or I'll allow myself this time. So then you have this time limit, so you're exact about it. You're also aware of it, and you're saying, okay, I accept that this is something I do, but I'd rather do less of it, so I'll just limit the time, but I'm not stopping myself from doing it. So it's kind of a win-win, isn't it? You know? Just saying. Now for the new habits, for the new and healthy habits, for the improved you. These new habits can usually be very intimidating, especially if you're a person like me who overthinks things a lot, and you start fantasizing about all these amazing things you're going to do and this amazing person you're going to be, like this alter ego of yours who just eats such healthy food, it tastes like grass, and you just exercise every day, and you don't watch TV, you don't even have a TV or a phone for that matter, all these kind of things. You know, start small. Start small, because there's no point in overwhelming yourself from the get-go, because you're just never gonna go. So just start small, simplify matters, and make it more accessible to yourself. For me, for example, a habit I've always wanted to have is meditation. Everyone says it's just this amazing thing, and it helps you with concentration, and it helps you with not thinking so much, because I do that so much. So I've always wanted to meditate, but I find it really hard. I mean, meditation is really hard in itself, but I find it really hard to get to do it, to start. That's the very, very hard part of it. So what I recommend is just simplify matters to the point that it's almost absurd. Make it so small that you think, I can do that, that's fine. Make it easy for yourself. And then with the example of meditation, you put a timer for 5-10 minutes every day, and you just sit on a chair, on the floor, on your sofa. You sit however you feel comfortable, and you just say, okay, fine, well, if I can't meditate, I'm just gonna sit here for 10 minutes. I'm just gonna sit. Even if I don't meditate, I'm just gonna not do anything. I'm just gonna be here. And if you feel very capable of doing that, and it gets easy, and you start meditating properly for 10 minutes, and maybe you can make it longer and longer, and maybe you make it daily, maybe you make it whatever you want, twice a day, 3 times a day, don't matter, just start small. Another important thing is the space. Space is very important. I'm not very good at keeping a clean Zen space. I don't really know about space. There's lots of videos about it. I haven't really investigated much, sorry. But I do know that space is really important, and for myself, anytime I clean my room and clean the floor and get rid of the dust and I can see the surfaces, I feel much better with myself, and I feel more motivated to do things. I feel more creative. So definitely make sure to find a nice space where you can develop these habits, or even changing your space then will probably motivate you to develop these new habits, because when you have this new space, it's like you can be whoever you want to be. because in the old space, you know that space, and you know the person you are in that space, and you know all the habits and what you do in that space. But if you rearrange it, redecorate it, then you're creating this new space full of possibility, and full of possibility to have new, healthy, improved habits. Another thing is to make sure to keep temptations far away, or inaccessible as you possibly can. For example, with the habit of eating healthier, you know, if you fill your house with healthy food and fruit and veg and all these lovely produce, and then get rid of and make sure not to buy any junk food or any of these other chocolate or any of these temptations, it will be much easier to get into the habit of eating healthier if you can't eat junk food in your own home. I mean, of course, if you go out, you're always going to have the temptation to buy something, but so long as you're not also bringing that temptation into your space, then you can have this cleared space, and with time, you'll probably develop less interest in junk food, just because healthy food is going to make you feel way better in yourself, like your body, and the less sugar we eat, the less sugar we want, and etc. Just clear your space from temptation as well as you can. What is most important is... I forgot. Honestly, I forgot what's most important, I'm sorry. Something was really important. Okay. What is most important is to not beat yourself up. To just be as consistent as you can and be easy on yourself, be appreciative of yourself, give yourself love, say, I'm doing well, value your effort, value your, if you're putting time in and if you're trying it, even if you're not succeeding as well as you'd hoped, just appreciate yourself and value your effort and do your best. Yeah. Just keep it real. I hope this video has helped and might motivate you for the new year to get some nice new habits and healthy habits in your life. Hopefully I do as well. I really want to. I might even make a video about some cool healthy habits I'm gonna think about doing. I don't even know. Probably exercising and fucking meditation, dude. Hope you have a great day or evening or whatever it is. So, best of luck in life. Mom! Making YouTube videos. Stop it, I have to do an outro. Help me. No. No, as to you look in here. You have to do an outro. Oh. Wait. So, I hope you like this video. I hope you like this video. What do you have to do? Give it a thumbs up! Right, Mom? Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Comment if you like it. And, yeah. Goodbye.
Big thumbs up!